For families, they have to create an account, and then after they create their account, they're going to be sent to the page on your far right. On that page, you can see all the subjects that we offer. These are like the overarching categories: sports, arts, and academics. Once they click onto that, they're going to be given an option to choose subcategories, meaning like under sports, there's going to be like soccer, tennis, basketball, etc. And then once they go into there, they can look at the instructors at the middle of the screen. Those, like all the instructors that are teaching that subcategory are going to pop up. And then all you have to do, click onto the instructor, and then all the details about where it's at, the price point, and what time it's at are going to all appear. And then all you have to do is just click the reservation button, and then they're in. For instructors, it's a bit harder. During the account creation process, they can create their account, but then after that, they won't be sent into our home screen directly. All their information that they filled in on the form is going to be sent to our admins, and then our admins are going to look over their information and check if they're qualified and experienced and responsible enough to actually teach a class. After that, they can browse volunteers. Well, after they do that, they're going to be sent to our home screen, and then as of right now, only the first row buttons and then the assistance buttons actually have a function because we're still developing and we're still early in our business. But so for the create a class button, it's pretty self-explanatory. They click it, and then they can fill in all the details for them to create a class, like the time, how many people, the location. The My Order button is going to show how many kids are actually have booked their class. And then the volunteers and assistance button is just if they need any extra help in the class. If they click the button, they're going to be sent. If they click the volunteer or assistant button, they're going to be sent into the middle screen. And then they only need volunteers if they know they can't handle the amount of students in the class. For example, if a class has, we have a maximum limit of 4 kids per class to ensure quality and to make sure that every kid gets like the right enough support in the class period. So after they press, if they want to choose 4 kids and have 4 kids in their class, and they know the instructor can't handle 4 kids, they can go to the volunteer button and invite volunteers to come help them teach their class in the system. After that, after they create their class and finish their class, they're going to be sent to this screen on your right, and this is how we just verify the class is actually done. They have to upload a photo of their class, and then the photo is going to be sent to our admins, and then our admins are going to check if the photo, if they actually taught the class and everything else that they need to verify the class is actually done. After they verify the class and everything goes through, the money will be processed to our instructors. For the volunteers, the account creation process is the same as coaches. They still have to go through a verification process, but the bar is set much lower for them compared to instructors because the volunteers, all they have to do is just go to the lessons and then just help out with whatever the instructor needs. After they create an account, that's going to be the home screen, and then all the buttons technically do kind of do the same thing, so I don't really need to go into them. But after they set up an account, their profile is going to be visible for all the instructors to see, and then after the instructor sends an invite to them, that's how it's going to look like. They're going to get this the screen on their app, and then they can either agree or refuse to join the class based off of their own volunteer availability. So, that leads me to why should you join? For instructors, they can benefit their community in a positive way by helping those families that are underserved. They can also learn leadership skills as they have to manage students and volunteers. And they can also earn an income through each class. For students, it promotes social growth as they are actively trying to work with instructors and try to work with volunteers and other students as well. They also have personalized instruction because they can select their own subject, and if it's a one-on-one class, it's like a private lesson and they get all the attention. And then we also have cheap and free classes just to support everybody's needs. For volunteers, you have the opportunity to become a future instructor. We have a policy where it's like if you're rejected as an instructor, you can still apply to become a volunteer, and then if you volunteer a certain amount of hours, you can get promoted to become an instructor. Now they can also connect with nonprofits. Because there's a volunteer button, right? So every nonprofit can help out. If they need help, they can go contact the volunteers through our volunteer button. And then through that, after they, like if the instructor goes to the nonprofit event, they can go up and earn SSL hours. So for our built-in trust and flexibility program, like I said before, all instructors are reviewed and confirmed by Peerblooms admins before they're actually allowed to teach. This is just to also maintain high-quality classes. We also have a rating system where parents can give like 1 through 5 stars based off of how well they thought the class went and how well the instructor taught. And this is again just to ensure quality. We also have a refund policy, so if something goes wrong, families can request a refund. So for example, if a class gets canceled because of weather or just the family wasn't happy with how the class went, they can actually request for a refund, and then our admins will review everything, and then if it's a valid refund, we'll give all the money back. And then for the pricing, instructors set their own terms, instructors set their own prices, but families can choose what works for them. This is just to make sure that no one's forced to do anything, it's out of their free will. So, that was it for my presentation. I hope it kind of made sense for everybody. And then we're gonna move. There's gonna be a Q&A section, but I'm gonna save that at the very end of the event. And so if anyone has questions, just keep it in your head or write it down somewhere. But we're gonna next move into that was a pretty long presentation, so I'm just gonna move into our first round of raffles. So, all right. For our first raffle, at the door, everybody has, if you wanted to, you could donate a sum of money, and then you would, in exchange, get a raffle ticket. So for this raffle, after the raffle, we're gonna have guest speeches, and I'm just gonna invite the guest speakers coming up. So can I please invite Christina Foy, Sadia, and Veronica Kang. Veronica Kang, please come up, please come up.